coat.
Oh shit, wasn't it?
Tonight, we look at 6 disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. Real moments, real danger. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying footage like this. Let's begin. This disturbing footage comes from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals, a channel built by 2 close friends, Del and David. Known for their fearless investigations into the unknown, the duo explored everything from haunted asylums to graveyards shrouded in legend. Tragically, Del passed away on December 29, 2023, and this video stands as one of his most unforgettable experiences. The footage was filmed in August 2022 during one of their most intense outings. That night, the two ventured deep into a remote forest, an area infamous for unexplained activity. Their plan was simple: reach the most secluded part of the woods and camp overnight, entirely off-grid. The journey began as they drove down a narrow dirt road surrounded by dense forest.
I think that's enough B-roll there.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste up all the battery already.
The camera's battery's getting low.
Dale, what the f***, dude?
I'm zooming in, I can't.
Dale,
What the f***?
what the f*** are you supposed to do?
Ain't nobody supposed to be out here? Oh, that just walked in the woods. Where's the headlamp at? The headlamp should be right there. Like he stopped. Did he turn off the light? Can you see in there?
No, I can't see.
I'm zoomed in. I can't hardly see.
Zoom in, don't zoom in. It ain't gonna help,
What the f? No one's supposed to be out here. What the f was that dude doing?
What do you mean he turned the headset off?
There's no light. Like, I saw him walk into the woods right around there, and then the light that was on his fucking head is gone. It's not there.
Dude, he could be up in that right there right now.
I can't see shit. I'm not rolling down this window. I don't see any light. What the f did we just walk in on? What was he holding? What are you doing?
I don't know.
With no cell phone service and no other campers in sight, they continued cautiously. But just before reaching their intended campsite, something alarming happened. A figure emerged near the roadside, a man standing alone in the dark, completely still. There were no houses nearby, no cars, and no logical reason for someone to be there. They couldn't turn the vehicle around due to the road's tight width, so they had no choice but to drive past him.
Past it? No, it was right in here. Up in there. Oh,
There's light. Is that him laying on the ground? No, he threw the light on the ground. He threw that damn light on the ground.
Where's the light?
You can't.
Are you serious right now, Dale?
You can't see it. I thought I heard something. That light's just sitting there. He threw it down. Where did he
Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on. He might need help. Hello?
You need help? We. Dad, the motherfucker don't need help. What did he have down here? He threw something on the ground. What the fuck are you doing?
The content play.
What the fuck are you talking about? The content play. David, what the hell are you doing?
Hello?
I already tried that. He don't want none.
I'm trying to hear.
Okay, come on.
Maybe I should go get the light.
Go get the light. Dude, I can't be moving around. You know this. You go out there and then some...
We're just gonna leave and just pretend like this didn't happen?
Oh, it happened, and we have no business being a part of it. This is some dumb shit. This ain't even what we're supposed to be here for.
Dude, I couldn't hear or see anything out there. It's so pitch black.
Damn. Dude, go! Dude! How about I have a heart attack?
Moments later, they noticed a strange light, what appeared to be a headlamp or flashlight, suddenly thrown to the ground. The figure had vanished into the woods without a trace. Disturbed but concerned, they briefly stopped and called out, unsure whether the person needed help. The forest offered no response, only silence thickened by darkness. With the atmosphere turning increasingly hostile, they pressed on to find a clearing where they could turn around. Eventually, they found a wider space and made the decision to head back. Back on the main road, they finally felt a measure of relief, but the encounter lingered in their minds. Something about the man's behavior, his silence, and the way he simply disappeared unsettled them more than any ghost hunt ever had. The man's reaction, or lack thereof, left more questions than answers. Was he in danger? Was it a setup? Or was he deliberately trying to lure them in? Some viewers have speculated that it may have been an attempted ambush or something even more sinister. Others believe it was a lost hiker or someone mentally unwell. But the way he appeared and then vanished so quickly, without a word, points to something far stranger. Who was this man? And what was he doing alone in one of the most remote parts of the forest at night? And if he wasn't lost or in danger, could he have been watching them long before they ever noticed? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. Meet Kat, a nature enthusiast whose connection to the wild goes beyond hobby. Whether it's wild camping, bushcraft, or foraging, she finds solace in solitude, sharing her back-to-nature lifestyle through her YouTube channel, Wildcat Adventures. Her content is often grounded, peaceful, and filled with the beauty of the outdoors, but this time, something was different. In this video, filmed on March 6, 2025, Kat sets off into the rugged terrain of England's Peak District. Her goal, to locate a long-abandoned mountain house hidden deep in the hills and spend the night alone. The journey begins in high spirits. The sky is clear, the trail dry, and the only sounds are rustling leaves and distant bird song. With her pack secured, she hikes through forest and field, inching further from civilization and closer to her mysterious destination.
Through the woodland and find the body. The rumour has it this might have been a former cult hangout when it was originally built. Not sure about that one. We're here. Got a few holes in the roof. Does look a bit ominous, doesn't it? See if anyone's home. Cult. Always a welcoming sign.
According to whispers passed through local lore, the derelict house may have once been tied to strange groups, possibly even a cult. Whether that's fact or fiction remains unclear, but when Kat finally arrives, it's easy to see how the stories began. Nestled among overgrown trees and moss-covered stones, the house exudes an eerie presence. Its decaying structure seems to breathe with the wind. Holes in the roof and darkened corners offer little comfort, but Kat remains unfazed. She begins to set up camp, fashioning a shelter and preparing for the cold night ahead.
I think he's fixed the windows. Second job, fix the roof. Third job, go and get some wood. Quite like this idea here. What they've done is got a tarp and then used logs on the other side to create a weight so it hangs off. I think I'm going to copy that technique. Oh, I think that'll do. They're bone dry. So to fix the window, I've bought it's just like a poly pocket thing, which I'm going to cut to size of the window and then just tape it up. Let's see how well this works. Okay, so I've hung that off the main rafter and then I'm going to bring it over the roof. I think this is going to work, you know. This one's here. Go and have a look and see if this has worked. That's not looking too bad, is it? That will do for the night.
As daylight fades and the fire crackles to life, the evening begins with a sense of calm. Dinner by firelight, the gentle creak of the wind outside. familiar rituals that usually bring comfort. But as night fully settles, something shifts.
The heat log on the fire and eat my dinner. Right, good. I recommend. It's literally like 2 weeks in a row. It's that good. Right. Time's about 10 o'clock. It's pitch black in here. It does feel a bit spooky. I've really been on the phone to my friend for quite a long time just to take the edge off the quiet darkness. It's a good job I'm used to this stuff because I would freak the hell out otherwise. I don't recommend this place if you're a first time camper. It is freaky in here, but I'm going to put something on the Kindle anyway and go and get in bed. Right then, all in bed. Hopefully I'll be alright. And I will see you in the morning.
The stillness of the forest begins to feel suffocating. Small noises, branches snapping, faint thuds, rustling near the walls, echo through the abandoned structure. What once felt serene now feels intrusive, as though she's no longer alone. And then she finds it. Pages from a Bible, torn, blackened at the edges, deliberately burned and left inside the house. The implications are disturbing. Combined with the growing sense of unease, the discovery transforms the space from eerie to ominous. Kat has spent many nights alone in remote places, but this one is different. Though she tries to calm herself, calling friends, reading by Kindle, the atmosphere becomes heavier by the hour. Eventually, she crawls into her sleeping bag, hoping rest will come. But sleep is fitful. When morning finally breaks, she emerges from the experience visibly shaken. She admits the atmosphere inside the house was unlike anything she's encountered before. A weight, a presence, a cold awareness that lingered well beyond the night.
Place, honestly, as soon as you step inside, it's got such a heavy atmosphere. And then I came out like during the night, and even though it's dark outside, I was like, oh, yeah, definitely will not be camping in this place again. No way. Even now, I've got this sensation of being watched from the doorway. I'm not somebody who's like sensitive. Like, I've never had any experiences with ghosts. I'm not a particularly sensitive person. You know, some people are more receptive. Yeah. But yeah, it had me on edge. This place all night. I was just like looking about and looking for shadows and listening for noises, and yeah, not what you want when you're on your own. But it's lovely out here. Lovely sitting here in the sunshine, just enjoying my morning coffee. Kind of don't want to go home now. I'm sat basking in this glorious sunshine in the woods. All good things have to come to an end, or bad things, thankfully. Thankfully, bad things come to an end too. Get this bed down then. Untie this. Leave no trace. On this occasion, definitely better than I found it, because we've fixed the roof and fixed the window. There's some freaky stuff up here, honestly. I mean, who draws this stuff? All packed up, ready to go. I keep looking at that corner, like all night. That was the corner that kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies. This place, honestly, once it goes dark, yeah, I won't be stopping here again. Even though it is local to me, but nah, you're alright, thanks. Not when people start burning bits of the Bible. Like, I'm not scared of ghosts, I'm not scared of people, I'm not scared of spiders. There's not a lot I'm scared of, but you don't know like what people have been trying to summon up in this sort of place. You know, obviously nothing good if you're burning the Bible, so yeah. Anything that's here, you're not allowed to follow me home, okay? I wish you well. Thank you for letting me use the place, but you're staying here and I'm going home and you can't follow me. Don't know if I believe in this stuff, but it can't hurt to, say these things.
Despite being skeptical of the supernatural, she couldn't deny the effect this place had on her mind and body. Could the burned Bible pages have been part of an occult ritual? Was someone trying to summon or banish something within those walls? Or was it simply vandalism that took on a more sinister meaning in the dark? The Peak District is filled with forgotten ruins and forgotten histories, and this particular site might hold more than just structural decay. What exactly did Kat walk into that night? And more importantly, if something was awakened by those burned pages, did it really stay behind? This is Daniel, better known online as English Woodsman, an outdoor adventurer whose passion for nature never fades, no matter the weather. Rain, wind, or freezing temperatures, he's known for embracing the wild with an upbeat attitude and an unshakable smile. But in this video filmed on May 4th, 2023, even he couldn't predict what would unfold. The adventure begins like many others. Daniel sets out on a solo camping trip into the remote woods, excited to unwind and reconnect with nature. With the sun shining and birds calling overhead, he takes a peaceful walk through the trees in search of the perfect place to set up camp and cook dinner on a new instant grill.
Check out this. I hope this manages to cook my dinner, because that'd be one lump of steak going to waste. You know what I want to do? I want to sprinkle some pepper and a bit of... I'm starting to hear the juices drop off the steak and going onto the charcoal things. Oh, this steak is cooked perfect.
Eventually, he finds a quiet clearing. The moment is serene. Just him, the fire, and the sound of sizzling steak echoing through the forest air. It's the kind of peace that keeps him returning to the wilderness time and again. As golden hour sets in, Daniel begins packing up and heads toward a nearby campsite to settle in for the night.
There we go. I've just been called a sad old git. I'm only 40 years old. I've been abused by a load of young kids. Call me a sad old git. Wow. Right, so you can see it's starting to get a little bit darker now. Most of the street lights are coming on. I've just been laying down on my bag. I think I fell asleep for about half an hour. I'm going to continue just laying down just till it gets a little bit more darker, then I can get set up. Right, so I thought I'd show you what I'm using. Well, I can get away with having the light on. If it's too dark, I don't want to be shining my light, attracting attention at myself. So I'm a Miltech bivvy. So then I've got my OEX 200 sleeping bag, my Flux 5.0 air mat. So that's supposed to give you some warmth.
The air cools, shadows stretch longer, but the quiet remains comforting. With his shelter set and sleeping gear ready, he climbs into his bag, prepared for a restful night under the stars. But deep into the night, everything changes.
There's a massive deer just over there looking at me. Oh shit, it's running towards me. Oh. Let me get my breath back.
Without warning, a powerful force crashes through the brush. A massive deer, startled and disoriented, charges through the darkness and collides directly with Daniel. The impact slams into his midsection with such force that it knocks the wind out of him immediately. Disoriented, clutching his ribs and gasping for breath, Daniel tries to make sense of what just happened. The deer, likely spooked and unaware of his presence in the tall grass, had barreled through his camp by pure accident. But the result was a serious blow that left him in shock. Every breath afterward becomes painful. With rising concern about the possibility of internal injury, he makes the difficult decision to break camp early, The long walk back to his vehicle is slow and excruciating, each step a harsh reminder of just how quickly a peaceful evening in the wild can become dangerous. He makes it back safely. But the encounter leaves a lasting impression. While rare, wildlife collisions like this do happen, especially in areas where animals feel trapped or disoriented. The deer likely didn't see Daniel until the last moment, making the encounter more of an accidental charge than an act of aggression. But it raises a vital point. Even seasoned adventurers can't always predict how nature will behave, especially after dark. Was this just a freak accident, or a reminder that no matter how at home we feel in the wild, we're never truly in control? And if Daniel had been injured worse, would help have arrived in time? This video comes from the YouTube channel Travel Tales, where Chris and Charlene document life on the road with their loyal dog. For the past 3 years, they've traveled across Europe in their motorhome, capturing both stunning scenery and the everyday challenges of nomadic life. But during their journey through rural Sweden, they experienced something far more disturbing than anything they'd faced before. It was July 18th, 2024. What began as another peaceful day of travel quickly took a darker turn. As they drove toward a secluded forest campsite, the couple noticed a pickup truck that appeared to be following closely behind.
Are they serious? How come they're not picking up?
Sean, let me drive, please, because I'm gonna...
No, it's okay, Chris. Just drive. So basically, we're driving right now in the forest. We're heading to Halmstad. We are 26 minutes away, and there's a van behind us, a pickup truck, and he's following us.
What help do you need?
Sorry?
What help do you need?
I'm just telling you, we have an emergency because there is someone following us.
Someone is following us, but did it disconnect with the police?
No, I need to call the police, but they didn't answer.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Are you in Halmstad kommun?
We are heading there. Yes, we are 25 minutes away.
Hang on in the phone. I'm going to connect you to the police again.
So I've just hung up with her, and she was very kind and friendly as well. So she told me that a police car is coming this way, and they're gonna call us. So far, no one called us, so I have no idea what's going on.
Still behind us.
He's still behind us, yes, and this never really happened to us. Never, ever.
Yeah, we're going to head to the city now and we're going straight to the police station. So if we don't see the police car now, we just keep going there, I say.
And this is not a joke. He's been driving about 30 minutes behind us. This is so scary. We were in a very remote place, in a very remote area, and now we're seeing a little bit more cars. Fine, so hopefully now we get to the police station and he stops following us, or I don't know what's gonna happen, but it will happen now.
No idea. It's a lot different now because we enter in Halmstad city, so there's so many more cars still behind us, and it's definitely following us for sure.
At first, they assumed it was just coincidence. Perhaps the vehicle was simply headed in the same direction. But when the truck mirrored their every move, slowing when they slowed, speeding up when they did, and even following them through unexpected turns, it became clear that this wasn't random. With no safe place to pull over and uncertainty building by the minute, Chris and Charlene made the decision to head directly toward the nearest police station. They contacted authorities en route, reporting the suspicious behavior and hoping help would arrive before the situation escalated. As they left the forested roads behind and neared a more populated area, the truck continued to follow. The tension inside the motorhome reached a peak. Every glance in the rearview mirror only confirmed their fear. The vehicle was still there.
Hello. What the man? They've been following us for
30 minutes.
That area have been a lot of burglaries, so those that live there is a little on the high end.
Yeah.
And then they see a drone.
Yeah, but
and then I think that you were planning some.
I thought they were gonna rob us or something. I don't even know if I got any speed cameras because I'm just like shaking
But
the drive.
did it flash?
No, I don't think so. Because I slowed down, but
okay.
I don't know what they were doing because we go slow and they go slow.
Yeah.
We go fast, they go fast. We go left, they go left.
And that's the right way, of course.
Yeah,
Not
like
stop if someone they called us. Yeah, she as well, and those as well, and said they were off the caravan. I think they were gonna plan something.
yeah.
My colleague are talking to them right now.
We were a bit shocked.
Our station is in Halmstad. That's
Yeah,
why
we came
it took a while.
30 kilometers away.
We come as fast as we could.
We were going to find the camping in the forest, but now we come to the city instead because more
safe.
people.
I understand.
Because we went into the forest,
Because,
I made the
yeah.
indicator, and you know the road is like this, and you have a side one. I went in like this, and he coming after me, so I'm like, fuck. Then I went
really
out,
following
and he came
us.
out like.
That's when we confirmed
Then I
that
said,
he's
like, call the
really
police
following
because-
us, you know.
They thought you were dangerous and you thought they were dangerous.
Yeah, I understand that.
Finally, a police car appeared in the opposite lane. Officers quickly intercepted both vehicles, bringing the unnerving pursuit to a halt. But what the officers revealed next came as a complete surprise. According to the police, the local village had recently experienced a string of burglaries. When residents reported seeing a drone flying nearby earlier in the day, piloted by Chris and Charlene, they became suspicious. Fearing it could be used to scout potential targets, authorities had been monitoring the couple's movements without informing them. What Chris and Charlene saw as a possible threat was actually law enforcement surveillance, based on mistaken identity and heightened local tension. What would have happened if they had tried to confront the driver? And how many similar misunderstandings spiral out of control because fear overrides communication? This horrifying footage was captured by Franco, the creator behind the popular YouTube channel Franco TV. For nearly 7 years, Franco has explored haunted graveyards, forgotten ruins, and remote forests around the world. But during this overnight adventure in the Argentine wilderness, he would face something far more terrifying than anything he had previously encountered. It's January 29th, 2025. Franco arrives at a remote forest rumored to be cursed, a place steeped in dark folklore. Local legends speak of skinwalkers, shape-shifting entities said to roam these woods for generations. In some accounts, villagers sacrificed sick animals, dogs, cats, even sheep, to keep them at bay. Today, few dare to enter, especially at night. But that's exactly what Franco plans to do.
Alright, I see stones. Looks to be remnants from an old house. Look at the size of this beast. That thing is huge. That's a beetle. Look at that. There's bugs all over the place. God have mercy on my soul. I just switched over to night vision and there is bugs flying everywhere. I wish I did this in winter season, because at night this thing sucks. There's cockroaches all over the trees, all sorts of stuff. And I keep hearing stuff moving the further in the forest I go in. Could be coyotes, it could be animals, I don't know. But I keep hearing something in this direction. What the hell is that? I got something in the distance back there. There's something back there. I'm trying to see if I can hear anything move. I'm not hearing anything. I can't see anything. It's completely black for me. Oh my god. Freaking birds. See it? Sad. It's up there somewhere. There it is again.
He begins his live stream at sundown, documenting the isolated surroundings and outlining his plan to camp overnight in what locals refer to as Skinwalker Valley. As darkness falls, he ventures deeper into the trees. With each step, the forest grows eerily silent, the atmosphere turning heavier, more watchful. Then, a pair of glowing eyes appear in the distance, reflecting the beam of his flashlight from deep within the woods. Franco pauses, unsure whether it's an animal or something more sinister. Though shaken, he presses on.
Oh my god. I keep getting mosquitoes in my ears. Turn on my flashlight. Oh, I just heard something. This is absolutely horrifying. This is so stupid. I really don't want to be here right now. I just don't like the forest because anything could be hiding in here. And I'm worried more about animals than anything. I hear something faint in the distance. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Here, I'm gonna take my dead cat off this thing so that way you guys could hear better. I did hear what just sounded like screaming coming from the outside. May or may not be the reason why I'm hiding inside this place right now. There's supposed to be a huge mansion hidden in this area. This is not it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get to it or not. There seems to be a lot more trails going through here. I can't really tell what direction that sound was coming from. There's more to this house too. Oh my god. Got things all over me. I just heard a man. What the fuck was that? Listen. Fucking shit. What the fuck was that? This. I have my knife out because if it is an animal that comes running out, I'd rather kill it than it bite me and I get rabies. Holy shit. I am in some sort of barn like structure, and there's webs all over the ceiling. I low-key feel.
In time, he discovers an old, decaying structure hidden beneath the forest canopy. Inside are unsettling signs, feathers scattered across the floor, strange noises just beyond the broken walls. Despite having only a small blade for protection, he explores further, switching his camera to a wider beam for better visibility. But the more light he casts, the more exposed he feels. Outside, something stirs. Whispers, footsteps. Movement circling the building. Feeling unsafe, Franco steps outside, only for the sounds to intensify. Something is nearby. He tries to track it, sweeping the area with his flashlight, but nothing is visible. Then the eyes return, watching.
I 100% just saw a pair of eyes again. Right over there in front of me. What the fuck am I hearing? I did see... Alright, I'm gonna go for a break. So I'm even paranoid to turn my back towards the forest because I heard what sounded like heavy footsteps. I did see what looked like eyes staring at me from further deep inside coming towards the house, and then they were just gone. See, I'm literally just hearing what sounds like movement. What was that? I'm gonna switch to my other camera, my Psionics. Listen. Listen. I don't know what that is. Listen. It sounds like it's coming from here. I want to see if I hear it again. Oh, shit.
Moving. Panic builds. He runs. With the forest alive around him, Franco bolts through the trees, breath ragged, flashlight bouncing wildly. Eventually, he reaches his car. Shaken and breathless, he tries to gather himself. But the night isn't over. Still determined to complete his mission, he relocates to a grassy clearing and resumes filming. The new location seems calmer, until he hears it. Voices. Unseen. Human. The forest appears empty, but the sounds are unmistakable. Close, deliberate, and chilling. He waits. The voices eventually fade, but the sensation of being watched never leaves.
And I started hearing crunching sounds, and I thought it was right next to my window. But I hear footsteps again coming from the forest. See if you guys could hear it.
Hours later, as he lies inside the vehicle trying to rest, the footsteps return. Slow, deliberate, crunching through the grass just outside his window. Then, once again, the glowing eyes. This time, there's no hesitation. He flees. Franco starts the engine and drives off, leaving behind the haunted woods and the presence that never stopped following him. Days later, he described it as the most disturbing night of his life, one that left him mentally and emotionally drained. Some believe Franco may have encountered a skinwalker, drawn by his presence in a sacred or forbidden area. Others argue it was simply wildlife, deer, coyotes, or owls playing tricks on the senses. But the glowing eyes appearing in two separate locations, the strange human-like voices, and the synchronized movement suggest something more intelligent, more aware. If it wasn't an animal, then what was it? And more importantly, what would have happened if Franco had stayed until sunrise? This is Eleanor, the creator behind Eleanor Grace Adventures, a YouTube channel where she shares her spontaneous love for the outdoors. With a relaxed vlogging style and deep passion for nature, Eleanor invites viewers to join her on raw, unscripted journeys through wild forests, tranquil hideaways, and remote campsites. But during a recent solo trip deep in the Devon wilderness, her peaceful connection with nature would be tested by something far more unsettling than unpredictable weather. It happened late last year. Eleanor was eager to refresh her channel with immersive camping content and had chosen a large, secluded forest campsite for her return. Her familiar two-person tent, infamously unreliable, was once again her home for the night.
So unfortunately, due to my back, a camping mat is not going to be enough for me. So I got one of these and I found that this does actually keep me a lot warmer. When I go wild camping, I'm not going to be able to take something like this with me, but because we are on private property, this fits perfectly. So hello everyone and welcome to my tiny tent, my tiny tent, two-man tent, barely fits one person, and welcome back to the newly named Eleanor Grace Adventures channel. I did change the name, Eleanor Grace Diaries. Well, it didn't really make sense. So I thought that I would start off the newer videos on this channel by coming camping, something that I haven't done on here in a very long time. I'm in a forest in the middle of Devon. We're in a campsite at the moment, a very large campsite in the forest where the pitches are very far apart. I mean, this is just one pitch.
The day began normally. She set up camp, explored the area, and introduced viewers to her latest adventure. The open, quiet forest offered a sense of peace. But as night fell, that calm began to slip away.
The torch is dying as well, which is really great, isn't it? Let me just charge this up. Starting to get a bit creepy now, Randy.
Her fire failed to stay lit. The torch dimmed dangerously. The silence around her grew heavy, almost watchful.
I found it. Don't look too excited. I've still got to find my way back yet.
Later, when nature called, she was forced to step away from the tent into the pitch-black woods alone. That's when she heard it. A sharp, unexplained sound cracked through the quiet. It wasn't wind. It wasn't wildlife. Frozen in place, she scanned the darkness, heart pounding, before forcing herself to keep moving. She found the toilet block and rushed back to her tent, but the dread followed close behind. Sleep was impossible. The tent creaked. The forest outside pulsed with strange energy. Then the storm arrived. Rain lashed at the fabric.
With the hose pipe, it's much needed. This has been used so much recently. Right, so I turned you off like an hour ago. Dude, I'm awake! If I thought my back wasn't bad already, it's bad. It feels like both this bit here, whatever the hell that is that your rhomboid or whatever, and my shoulder blades and everything is really sore, so definitely.
Wind screamed through the trees. Water seeped through seams, soaking her gear and chilling her to the bone. Her back ached from the hard ground, her shoulders stiff from tension. And all the while, something about the night felt wrong. Eventually, the conditions became unbearable. Eleanor made the difficult choice to abandon the tent and retreat to the safety of her car. Her soaked belongings and bruised confidence marked the end of a night she would not soon forget. The sound she heard could have been an animal or something else. Remote campsites like these are often exposed to curious wildlife, but there's a possibility it was a human presence or something far stranger. The timing, the silence, the storm, it all seemed too perfectly sinister. Some viewers believe she may have stumbled into something that didn't want to be seen. What exactly did Eleanor hear out there in the woods? And if she hadn't returned to her car, would she have heard it again? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.